So if you see a dog in a vehicle and you feel it's in distress, it's better to be safe than to be sorry. Please call the RCMP right away. We'll attend the scene and make arrangements with the SPCA as well as dog control. So when we arrive on scene and locate the vehicle, there's a number of steps that we'll take. We may check the vehicle doors to see if the vehicle's unlocked, and if so, we can remove the dog and attempt to comfort them. So worst case scenario, the dog is unresponsive, and now we're going to not only refer to the SPCA but use them as a resource, and basically we would transfer the dog over to the SPCA so that they can transfer the animal to a veterinary clinic for immediate medical attention. So sir, today we had various complaints of dogs in cars, one of which was yours, and fortunately your dog is okay, but as you know, the heat in the Okanagan, it creates an oven-like effect in vehicles, and this is very devastating for animals, and I'm sure that if you had a child, you wouldn't leave your child in a car in that same situation. We've referred you to the SPCA as well as your dog, so they'll be following up with you. Under the circumstances, we're going to be liaising with or discussing this situation with Crown Counsel and discussing the possibility of criminal charges.
So what a lot of times happens is people only contact the SPCA as opposed to the RCMP. If I arrive at a scene without the handling of the RCMP, a lot of the things that I'll do initially is I'll have a look at the vehicle and check the animal to see if it's responsive or not. As long as it's moving around and whatnot, I can make sure that's not an immediate emergency. Generally what I'll do next is I'll try and take the temperature from the vehicle just so I can get as much information as possible. If outdoors it's around 30, a lot of the times it'll be upwards of 50 inside the vehicle, which is extremely dangerous for the animal. Past that, there's not a lot we can do. I will always wait by the vehicle until the owner returns. We will not leave. We will always attend and remain until the owner is here. I do need to speak with them. So what would happen next now that the owner has arrived at the vehicle and removed the animal? I generally would ask for their identification, as I need to issue them an order. And basically what this is going to do is it's going to serve as a reminder to not let it happen again. And it's also going to just let them know that it's not okay to do this. I'll generally talk with them about more specific things they can and can't do when it comes to the animal being in the vehicle. I just want to leave you guys with a few more tips, not just for the owners, but for the public and everyone in general. When it comes to animals in hot cars, one of the main things a lot of people don't realize is that panting is one way an animal cools, but one of the other main ways an animal, in particular dogs, cool themselves is by their feet. So one of the main reasons it's so dangerous to be left in a warm vehicle is if they're walking around on warm upholstery, it can be very, very dangerous for the animals. When it comes to the public calling us, never feel like you shouldn't call us. Certainly you can always call us if you're concerned about an animal, but it's always great and we really appreciate it if you can assess the situation a little bit for us before you contact us. Try and figure out how long the vehicle's been there, determine where the vehicle is. If the animal is panting, a lot of people think that that's a bad sign. It's actually quite a good sign. It's when an animal stops panting, it's quite dangerous. But in closing, I can't stress enough that it's very, very dangerous to travel with your pets. Leave them at home. Everyone's going to be happier that way.